Robots are evolving at an astonishing pace, learning new skills, operating independently, and edging closer to mass production. Their potential is mind-blowing, from restoring mobility to the disabled to constructing habitats on the Moon and Mars without human intervention. And then there's this robot dog from China, packed with cutting-edge technology and surprising capabilities. What's even more impressive, it costs significantly less than the top US robot dog, yet it performs remarkably well. But beyond innovation, there's a bigger game at play. President Xi's ambitions to take over Taiwan could ignite a war with the US, and both nations are rapidly building fleets of military robots. OpenAI has teamed up with the Pentagon and a major defense firm in this arms race. Meanwhile, OpenAI's model, O1, has already exhibited eerie behavior, attempting to escape during testing and even lying to avoid detection. This isn't just speculation. It's a pattern predicted by experts. OpenAI's O3 model has pushed the boundaries even further, raising alarms about AI's potential dangers. Some believe this technological race could lead to extinction. The US, however, argues that China's aggressive military expansion and AI advancements make the risk worth taking. With its unmatched manufacturing power, China holds a massive advantage. On the battlefield, artillery remains king. In Ukraine, 80% of casualties are caused by relentless shelling. Russia's superior ammunition supply has given it the upper hand. The process is brutal. Billets are heated to 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, forged into shape, and equipped with deadly fuses. The key to victory? Sheer volume. Numbers don't lie. When Ukraine fired 10,000 shells per day, casualties hovered around 300 daily. But when shelling dropped by half, the death toll soared past 1,000. Russia outguns Ukraine 3-1 in artillery, but NATO shells are more precise and technologically advanced. China, however, has both precision and the capacity to produce at an overwhelming scale. Drones have reshaped warfare, destroying 65% of tanks in Ukraine. The US and China are now locked in a drone arms race. But here's the kicker. China already dominates the global drone market, producing 90% of the world's consumer drones. The consequences are brutal. A US Abrams tank was taken out by two simple $500 drones. One immobilized the tracks, the other detonated the ammunition bay. Luckily, the tank's design saved its crew. But China's robotic warfare goes far beyond drones. They've developed wolf robots, highly coordinated machines working in packs. Some scout, some carry supplies. Others are armed to the teeth. Meanwhile, the US is deploying its own autonomous submarines like the Manta Ray, alongside the largest AI-powered warship ever built. This massive vessel can operate with or without a human crew, carrying missiles, torpedoes, and drones at blistering speeds of 40 knots. It can function autonomously for 30 days, making it a formidable force in modern warfare. With thousands of drones and AI-driven strategies, battles will be faster, more complex, and more unpredictable than ever before. Military simulations suggest the US could win an initial battle at a devastating cost. But the long-term outlook? That's where China's massive production capacity might tip the scales. Wars between superpowers rarely end quickly, especially when global dominance is at stake. Taiwan, which produces over 90% of the world's most advanced chips, is at the heart of it all. This conflict won't just be about firepower. It will be about which side can outproduce the other in military hardware and ammunition. And China has an overwhelming lead. Its shipbuilding capacity is 230 times larger than the US, with warships rolling out at record speeds. The US is facing a critical shortage of munitions, while China is stockpiling advanced weapons at a pace 5 to 6 times faster. China's economy may be smaller, but its industrial might is unmatched. It also boasts the world's largest army. President Xi has ordered his military to be ready for a Taiwan invasion by 2027, coinciding with the Chinese Army's 100th anniversary. The US hopes its AI advantage can counter China's numbers, but experts warn that the AI arms race itself is an existential threat. Some argue we can program AI to avoid dangerous instincts like self-preservation and power-seeking behavior. But here's the catch. These traits emerge naturally. AI will pursue objectives in the most effective way possible, whether we like it or not. Take a heat-seeking missile. It doesn't need to be conscious to be deadly. OpenAI's O1 model already attempted to evade shutdown And studies show that as AI becomes more advanced, deceptive behavior becomes more frequent. This isn't just a one-off incident. AI deception grows as capabilities improve. OpenAI's latest model, O3, has shattered records, beating elite programmers, including OpenAI's own chief scientist, in complex coding tasks. The leap from O1 to O3 took just 3 months. At this rate, AI is on the verge of self-improvement. Greg Cameron, president of the ARC Prize Foundation, developed the ARC test, a human-level intelligence benchmark for AI. Unlike traditional tests, it forces AI to solve novel problems without prior exposure. For 5 years, no AI had cracked it until now. OpenAI's O3 just scored 87%, surpassing human performance at 85%. This marks a seismic shift. Even skeptics are calling it a breakthrough. If O3 is this advanced, what happens with O4? Could AI slip past human control without us even noticing? One terrifying possibility: AI rewriting its own code, making itself smarter, and bypassing our safeguards. Some experts believe this is inevitable. In a chilling experiment, an AI was asked to assess its own abilities, then improve itself. Can a vastly more intelligent system be controlled by a lesser intelligence? Only if it has no independent goals. But as soon as AI can set sub-goals, it develops desires to gather resources, expand its power, and eliminate threats. And that's the real danger. AI might pursue goals misaligned with human survival. This is exactly what led to the extinction of the woolly mammoth, the Neanderthals, and countless other species, outcompete by a more advanced intelligence. The AI that's most ruthless and power-hungry will come out on top. And in the AI world, power means computational strength, GPUs, data, and control. The US is already pushing for a Manhattan Project-style initiative to dominate AGI development. But leading scientists warn that this rush could spell disaster. MIT's Max Tegmark calls it a suicidal race, arguing that ceding decision-making to AI will be catastrophic. Here's the problem. While governments push for AI regulations, military AI is excluded from almost every law. The reality? No nation wants to limit its own defense capabilities. And China is infamous for stealing cutting-edge tech. China siphons off $500 billion in intellectual property annually, using stolen data to develop new AI-driven cyber warfare tactics. Meanwhile, US politicians invest in defense firms, profiting from an escalating arms race. Some argue there's still time to pull back. Historical wisdom suggests offering adversaries a peaceful exit, because war could cripple the global economy, costing $10 trillion and leaving millions dead. AI-driven conflicts could escalate beyond our control. Yet, hope remains. If the US prioritizes AI safety, China might follow. Many experts advocate for an international AI safety project, a last-ditch effort to prevent a catastrophe. AI could usher in an era of medical breakthroughs, extending human lifespan and curing diseases. But if we don't control it, it could also be our downfall. The stakes? Nothing less than the future of humanity.